Welcome back to the Material Peace Experience. I am currently in the Antarctica. Yup, that's not a tree behind me, that's all plexiglass. Look, I want to talk to you guys about a video. I was reading this morning and I was thinking like, I've been on my philosophy grind. I've been on that and it's been fun. But I've come to a realization as I was reading that all of this has zero meaning if you don't live life. If you don't live your life and you just read it from a book and just don't do anything else, there's no meaning behind it. You don't benefit actually from the philosophy and from the learnings and teachings of other people. Kind of like a school in a way, but we'll talk about that later if we ever delve into that. What I'm trying to say is you could have all the tools at your disposal. Imagine you're a farmer. All right, you've spent a bunch of time, maybe you're learning how to farm, you've been reading it from books, you've been watching things on YouTube, how to farm, and you're actually like really good, you know all the information. But you don't ever actually go and farm. You don't ever go buy some land, rake in some potatoes and try and grow a farm. You just learned how. You've learned how to farm. You don't actually know how to farm. Does that make sense? So when I say you could have all these teachings on how to live a good life, but you could still not live life. Does that make sense? What I'm trying to make this video about, this is going to be something that's going to change your life. And I know this happens for me often. I'm so used to working, grind, reading, day in, day out. That sometimes I forget that you got to live life. You can't learn to live life. You can't read to live life. You got to live life. See what I mean? I would much rather be having this conversation with you guys in person. Sadly, it's got to be through a screen. I wish I could tell you guys like completely face up, but I got to supplement your life with a screen, and then you guys, I hope, go out and live it. Because you could know how to make the best farm in the world, but unless you actually go make the farm, you haven't really done anything. It's just an idea until your invention actually works, and then it's a masterpiece, then it's an actual invention. Then you're gonna patent it, and you're gonna make money off of it. Before that, it's just space in your brain. So you gotta go live life. And then there's another factor. There's actually two factors. One, you're gonna learn a lot more from actually go doing something than rather than just learning how to do something. When let's say you got all the tools to make the farm, but there's gonna be some complications. Maybe the soil isn't so good. It's not quite what you expected. Maybe there's a mix of soil, which you didn't see in your diagrams when you were learning how to farm. Maybe there's wild pigs are coming in. You never really accounted for that. So all these things you got to learn and deal with. That's coming from living life. It's come from living life. That's going to happen. Like, that's just part of life, and that's what's so beautiful about it. You're going to learn things I haven't learned yet. I'm going to learn things you guys haven't learned yet. And that's why I'm using this so I can, like, teach you guys. Because it's changed my life so far. It's changed me hella. It's going to change you guys, too. You got to go out and live life. But the second thing is, what was I saying? What was I saying again? You're going to learn things that you haven't learned before. It's the second option. Oh, God. You don't know. Here it is. Let's say we're going to change from farming to like a kind of value. Literally like from philosophy, from these kind of YouTube videos, you're learning things, all right? You're learning things, how to be a better man, how to be a better husband, how to do this, how to do that, how to succeed in business, how to proper form in the gym, all this kind of stuff. You're learning some other things. Maybe you're learning how to use power tools and all that stuff. Maybe you're learning some other stoic stuff, but you don't know if that's a real value in your head. As of right now, you've learned it, but that's just space in your brain, and it's not until you've been put in a situation where you'll be able to tell, okay, is this an actual value that I adhere to? You don't know if you're going to do well under pressure until you're under pressure. You see what I mean? You got to be put under pressure to understand that, okay, yeah, I can work under pressure. Let's do this. Then you can put yourself under pressure and then do better. As of right now, all of these teaching, it's just in your brain. It's not until you live life and can apply it that you understand philosophy, that you understand these teachings, that you understand values. And then you can also understand yourself. Are you the kind of person that sticks to it? Are you the kind of person that cheats when the situation is put in front of you? Are you the kind of person that says, I don't need those titties in my life. I have my wife's titties at home. Nice tits. I like hers better. Bye. Like, you don't know until you can put yourself in there. And it's kind of a little beating I can't think of another word, but it's a little beating to realize, oh man, I've spent so much time learning and all this stuff, and you're telling me that it's not worth it. No, it's been very much worth it, because it's honestly going to still continue to be worth it, because you've learned, but you haven't applied yet. But will you? I hope so. I'm sure you will. There comes a time with everything that you learn that you got to apply it. You know, there's a test coming up. There's going to be a test after that. Who cares? I'm not talking about school, but like life tests. You're going to be able to learn and apply these things. And if you fuck up, and if you fail, you're going to learn from that too. That's just how it is. And you can't lose yourself in just the learning aspect. You got to go and live life. You don't know if you're going to be able to fight off the desire for sweets and candy until you put yourself in that situation. So go ahead and enjoy life, man. Every now and then you gotta take a step back and realize you gotta live life to understand life. Alright, I'm in this video here. Just a realization I had. Hope you have a good one. Peace. Oh, remember, those who never do will never know. Alright, now, peace. I'm gonna go throw snakes at a kindergarten.